This is the best opportunity the United States has ever had by the processes of the appropriate way to pick a team like all countries do. And we are now live, Jason, so let's start commentating this game.
And an early offside call will start off the action. Not the explosion you'd expect on puck drop, but there it is. So 5 seconds in, we will get another face-off, courtesy of the referees. As Matt was saying, Team USA versus Team Canada, huge matchup. Team USA trying to earn the right to represent their nation, our nation, in playing for the gold medal tomorrow against Canada Wolfpack, who defeated the Old Boys of Slovakia in the previous game. Team Canada, very stacked, very, very fast. They have 5 or 6 players who have played on national teams before, and they are going to be a tough draw for this U.S. squad, but we'd love to have it. We'd have it no other way, ladies and gentlemen. Play tied up in the boards now. Pushed forward by Canada and then poked aside by the USA having a little difficulty clearing the zone. Canada maintains possession. Poked forward and then finally out. Neary with the attempted dump in again. It goes into the sky. The ball continues to be wheeled behind the net. A low tap in the U.S. side, but they have overcome that. Now they are pressing forward. Shot attempted, stopped, and then pushed the other way by Canada. Nice move, or nice idea. But Zambon with the defense there. His brother, Mike, in net for this U.S. squad.
Jason, here's what you're looking at right now. 2 completely different styles of hockey. I've been there. I've played against Canada for a long time. I know what we're going to see here. And it is all going to be technique, and that's what's going to be the answer to the prayers of who is going to win this game.
Both
will stick to their technique.
Both very talented teams, about evenly matched. And a long shot taken by the U.S. goes high and wide. Canada cannot clear the zone. U.S. maintains possession. Behind the net now, number 37. He will control the ball.
Looking to show. Team captain.
Play continues. U.S. looking to maintain the zone. They do. A sliding play. And there will be a penalty here. The U.S. netminder, Mike Zambon, comes out of the net for the extra attacker. And the whistle will come because Ricci touched it up for his squad. So the U.S. at 10:28 left in the period will enjoy 2 minutes of man advantage time. Slashing is the call.
I'm going to take another bold prediction like you know I like it, Jason. I'm going to go with 11 penalties this game. That was the first one.
11 penalties this game. What we've seen from this tournament, and indeed from the last game, that might not be all that bold. A penalty-filled affair between the Old Boys of Slovakia and Canada Wolfpack. The Canada Wolfpack triumphs 1-0. Another shot taken by the U.S., but it goes high and wide once more. It will be taken.
It does have a rocket of a shot. I'd like to see what happens if it actually hits the net.
Another shot taken is saved by the netminder, and he will cover it up for the whistle. A huge play there by the netminder to keep this game scoreless early on. Outstanding work.
And I can only understand one half of it. The other one is in French.
The referee continues to explain the situation to the U.S. Clarification obviously needed here at a very important face-off moment. Musto talking to his U.S. brothers.
The refs will take this aside away from everybody else.
I have officiated before in lower level leagues. Make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, I could not be doing what these referees are doing right now at this level of play. But I know it's annoying.
It might be an equipment issue. I think they're discussing. I'm really trying to figure this out. It might be that he wants him to have elbow pads.
I think that is the call. So number 22 for the U.S., Richard, will come off. And he will get something together. Yes, he is motioning. He is rubbing his elbows to his bench. So the referee is saying that he needs some extra equipment.
You know.
And is this Is this going to be a penalty infraction? Is that...
I don't know, because this gentleman doesn't have them as it looks. You know, it's a funny story, Jason. I was in Canada last year. I had elbow pads on. They made me take them off. You never know until you get there.
You know, most leagues err on the side of caution, but that is an unusual thing to do, to request that players do not wear elbow pads. And I think the actual request is to take off the elbow pads. Because as I look around, a lot of people without elbow pads.
Explanation that I got in Barrie, Ontario, Jason, is that you can cut somebody if you have something inside of your elbow pads. That is the explanation I got from the referee in charge there.
So a long discussion here. Everything appears to have been sorted out.
Still a penalty for the Canadian team with 1 minute and 36 seconds on the clock.
I overheard that because they have the short sleeves on with the elbow pads, that's the concern, where the Canadian team has the long sleeve and the elbow pads underneath, so that's the reason why they had to take them off.
On. Folks, we're just as confused as you are. Please stay with us.
Make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, we might be up here in the booth, but we do not have a line down to the referees, so we continue to be just as in the dark as you are. And yes, so it does appear that everyone will put elbow pads on. There is still one player without them, though, for the U.S. Number 93, Joe Andros, is still without elbow pads. But
well, if I was that big, I wouldn't wear them either.
Absolutely. Referees might be determining that he doesn't need them. Played up at center. The U.S. drops down. Shot taken by Andros, but it goes wide of the net. Swing and a miss on the pass, but the second effort does succeed. Taken forward now. Back to Andros. Andros.
There's a lot of patience.
Continue. Yep. Another shot. Wide of the net again. It will be taken around. But then played into the corner. Number 22, Richard, again, drops it back to Andros. Andros. Pass. A shot and a great save by Platt. He continues to keep this game scoreless. 50 seconds left on the power play. Another rocket of a shot by Andros. And Platt will cover it up. Fast and frantic action here at the All Sports Arena in Newport Richey, Florida.
I must say this game has started out with the utmost sportsmanship that we like to see at an international level.
Absolutely. I'm not sure if you saw last game, Matt, but a fight actually broke out in the closing seconds.
President George and myself were sitting at the glass in front row seats as an MMA fight started at a Worlds event.
That can't be a good thing for the president of the ISBHF to witness, but it did occur, and the player did get thrown off as he should have.
That is the price for doing business, sir.
Pass across the rink, played up to the point. Pulled up for a shot. Harry chooses to hold it. He holds it again and passes it. Back and forth we go. Still in the zone, gets by everybody. Number 19 of the U.S. battling for control of this ball. Goes high in the air towards us, off the boards, and another shot. No, he holds up again. Harry will choose to pass once more to Andros. Andros, another cross-ring pass goes off his foot. Brief miscommunication there, and it results in the puck being cleared from the Canadian zone. They will get a line change. They were tired, ladies and gentlemen. U.S. gains the zone successfully. Pressed forward, but then intercepted and then cleared by Canada, and it goes into the netting, and it will come all the way back. Canada's penalty has since expired. A lot of action in that last sequence for the U.S. USA chants from the fans in the stands. They have come out in force to cheer on their countrymen. And after a brief discussion, the referees are choosing to drop it at center. Musto in the face-off circle for Canada. It is won by them. Taken forward. The U.S. will get to it first.
Tarantino gets it to the corner.
Tarantino. Pass back and forth. Tarantino will take it behind the nets. And then finally, up the opposite boards from where we currently are. Gains the zone. U.S. rushing forward with it. Turned over to number 55, and he will continue to work with the ball. The centering pass, but nobody there for it except Musto. Couple attempted stick lifts, and U.S. regains the ball. Continuing to move forward. A centering pass, again stopped by Musto. He will once again try to take it forward. He succeeds this time. A sliding keep by Canada. Play continues in the corner now. Fast and furious action again. A shot and a save by Zambon. And it will continue along the side. Play continuing here. Chips into the glass.
Correction on the goalie. I don't believe that's Zambon.
It might not be Zambon. He is not wearing a number. I cannot tell who it is. We will try and get clarification for you at the plate. But whoever he is, he makes the save and covers it up to force the whistle. 7:07 left in the first in this titanic matchup.
Over here, Jason, twice in the zone. The U.S. tried to push that into the middle of Canada's front of the net, and twice was rejected. You're going to have to watch that, as Canada is, and they're making that breakout. If the U.S. continues to do that, that can cause a problem.
Absolutely. And Musto in particular for Canada, breaking up both those plays. He has very sure hands, and you want to do whatever you can to keep the ball away from him. Play in the corner now. Behind the U.S. net. USA advancing ever so slowly forward. They have to hold up due to the pressure from Canada. Taking behind the net again. Attempted to be dumped out of the zone. They do succeed. It will be held up by Neary. Neary tries to clear it out for Canada. He does succeed, and it will go back the other way. Back and forth we go all across the rink here at the All Sports Arena. And an unfortunate bounce for the U.S. It is kept in by Canada. A shot and a save with the leg pad. And it is covered up, and a little extracurricular activity after the whistle. 6:22 to go in the period. It feels like a whole game's been played, doesn't it? But it's only halfway through the first. Plenty of more hockey action between these two teams left. The score remains 0-0. And an offensive zone draw for Canada. The referee does not like how things develop, so we will do it again.
Still a scoreless contest, 6:20 left in the first.
Play about to resume at the drop of the ball. The U.S. will be forced out of the zone. Another man will take his place. One by Canada, another shot, another save with the shoulder by the netminder. That will go all the way around the boards and all the way up. Played by Canada. Andras with the pressure there. Canada chooses to play it forward. A long shot taken, another save. He came way out of his crease to make that one. And play continues in the corner. Pass back up to the blue line. Pass back along the boards. Canada continuing to work hard. They want to earn the right to play in the gold medal game. But they have to get through the U.S. to do it. And Andras will draw the penalty here. Canada not happy. He gets up under his own power. He's a big man. A lesser man probably would have been down on the ground for a while. But Andras will rise to his feet and go towards the bench.
As Canada sits here and he says, well, the result will not change. It'll still be 2 minutes no matter what.
Exactly. No changing the mind of the referees. Never hurts to try, I suppose, but there's never a point. The referee's call will stand. 2-minute power play for the U.S. One back to center, and they will push it forward. Offside, though, is the call. USA chants from the fans in the stands. Everybody out in full force. The District of Columbia men's team, who lost to this Team USA squad earlier, are supporting their brothers right now. They're here in the stands. They do have a game at 10 p.m., but for now, they are spectators in this contest. Another stoppage to play here. flat not happy with the referee, and he lets him know it.
I'm not sure what the whistle was, because there was no touch in the zone by them. He flipped it. I'm not so sure. Maybe an international play that is offsides.
All the way down we go. A defensive draw for the U.S. They remain on the power play for another 1 minute and 48 seconds.
I feel like I'm at MMA again in the first round where they feel each other out.
Absolutely. Oh, a bouncing play there by Tarantino. He cannot handle it. And it will be hit all the way up the boards. Play continues again. Play at center. Shot taken. Wide of the net. Recovered by number 29. He will push it forward to Andres. Andres back to his teammate at center. Pulled up like he was going to take a shot. Thought about it, then pulled it anyway. But it went wide of the net. Played back up. Back and forth we go. U.S. has the zone. Canada still on the man advantage for another minute. 10 off the post. It does not go in.
Somebody called the Postmaster General.
Cross ring pass. Back to Andres. He lets another shot fly, but it is stopped by Canada and finally cleared out of the zone with the 54 seconds to go on the power play.
First legs on for Nice.
Van Icing will force it all the way back in their zone. They still have the man advantage, but they got to go a little bit farther now to get towards the Canadian nets.
They put a lot of pressure on here with these power plays. They got a couple good quality shots.
USA does have to go quite north at this point to get back where they just were set up.
I see what you did there, Matt Gary. Very clever. And the play resumes now. U.S. with control.
Harry side, brings it up.
Harry dumps it deep. Canada will get there first. They will try to ice it down, but held by Harry, and he will pass it along the boards. Back and forth we go. A shot. No, a pass taken. U.S. with some space. A pass taken there, but fanned on the shots was Harry. Played up by the netminder. 18 seconds to go on the power play. Time for one final rush here for USA. A shot will be held by Platts with 11 seconds on the penalty and 3:57 left in the first. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the matchup you asked for. Everybody, players, fans, household pets, everyone you can possibly imagine wanted this matchup to occur, and it is right now live here at the All Sports Arena.
Liking the energy right now, Jason. I'm liking the energy, but fire me up, pal, and I'm not even out.
The adrenaline's pumping here in the booth, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how the cameraman is keeping it steady right now, but he is succeeding. And Sneary will advance it forward for Canada, dump deep, and that will kill the rest of the Canadian penalty. The U.S. advancing forward now. Taken over center, but intercepted from the U.S., and it will be dumped into the corner. Play continues now. Along the boards it goes. Centering pass attempt is intercepted and taken the other way by Robert Sheridan. Icing. No call here. The referees wave it off. Play will continue. Taken in the corner. Jarvis cannot clear it from the zone. Bouncing ball is handled by Andres, but not before Canada steals it from him and holds it. Top of the face-off circle. Pass to the other face-off circle to Arsenal. Arsenal up to Crossland. Crossland will backhand it through. Play continuing here. Arsenal will retreat behind his own net. Backhand pass to Crossland, and Crossland will bring it forward to Musto. Musto, number 12 of Canada, brings it forward, passes to his teammate. A nice idea, but the execution wasn't there. A shot attempt is deflected wide of the net. O'Neal, push it forward. Good job by the U.S. in winning the race, but he is now tied up behind the net. Oh, a spinning pass, and a crease violation will be called, so the face-off will come just outside the zone. Not a penalty, just a draw. outside the zone.
Number 89, Patrick Burr, is a native out of Buffalo, New York. The guy has speed like he's 18 years old, like no other. And that's awesome. You should have seen him at the trial.
Sometimes you forget that this is the Masters tournament, Matt, with players 37 and older participating in these games. As you alluded to, they have the speed of men that are many years younger than they are, and some of them don't look even anywhere near north of 40.
But look at our referee. He looks like he's 20 years old out there. Hey, Jablonski.
Play about to resume right below us. Have the best seat in the house, ladies and gentlemen. A bouncing ball is handled by Canada, taken forward by McKinnon, but the U.S. will get there first, and they will continue to press it the other way. U.S. gains the zone. Good ball control, a shot, but just wide of the net. Almost beat the goalie, but it went wide. Off the stick. Number 3 will go towards the ball. Pass. U.S. with some time and space as Canada gets the line change. A bouncy ball continues to go back and forth across the rink. 1:40 left in the period. Still a 0-0 game. High in the sky goes Neary, bats it down, and he will take it forward. Neary continuing to move with the ball. Takes it behind the U.S. net. A spinning pass attempt. But the U.S. is there for it. Not out of the zone yet, but play continues. Another bouncing ball, and it will be taken all the way down for an icing.
Jason, the speed of this game is absolutely crazy right now at this age of these gentlemen. The question is who can withstand all the pressure right now, because they are not about to quit on either side. And the zone that the Canadians are playing right now is a hard shield for the U.S. to get through.
1:12 left in the first. Play resumes at the drop. Tied up for a moment. U.S. has possession. They try to poke it forward, but a great stick by Arsenal. As you mentioned, man, the U.S. having difficulty getting the ball out of their zone. Play in the corner now. Poked again by the U.S., but Arsenal maintains possession of the puck. He will shoot it. It goes wide, and it will trickle up the opposite boards. Play back to the defenseman to give them time and space, but still kept in by 2 sticks of Canada. Another shot taken the other way now by the U.S. And the pass is not handled. It will go in the air. And a call here. We will see who it is on. The referee signaling
that you have to play it down. You cannot glove it. That is the rule here for the ISBA.
Yes, so number 9 of the U.S., Steve Russell, will be assessed a delay of game penalty. That'll make it a 2-minute power play for Canada with 31.8 seconds to go in the first. He closed his hand on it, took a kind of windmill motion, threw it down. But as you mentioned, Matt, in the ISBHF, you have to simply bat it down right away. That move is illegal, and that is why we find ourselves with the U.S. down a man moving forward.
And Jason, to address a comment I just looked at, no, you are not a senior citizen if you are over 40. However, when you're playing like you're 20 years old and you're 40, it's still amazing.
Absolutely. The referee's continuing to have a discussion here. They need to make sure that they get this call right. Marini, number 9 of Canada, listening in on the conversation. They have things sorted out. The draw will come just outside Canada's zone. As soon as the puck drops, time will tick. Dumped deep by the U.S. They are on the PK. And they are content to hold back and prevent Canada from getting deep into their zone. Musto moving here. No eye sticking here. Referees saying that it was at shoulder level. Musto moving with the ball. 4 seconds left. quick shot taken, but a block by the U.S., and that'll do it for the first period, ladies and gentlemen. The U.S. will start the second shorthanded, but so far a fast and furious pace here in this matchup. The score right now, 0-0. We'll see you in a few minutes. Feel free to get up and take a break. We'll be here when you get back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. A dominant matchup between two dominant teams so far. USA in blue versus Canada in white. It is a 0-0 match, no score yet. But USA will start the second period shorthanded, a minute 28 left on their penalty from the previous period. Everybody jumping around, getting back into it. And after a brief delay and a goalie check on both sides, the referee will drop the ball. And it is won by Canada. Musto now with the ball. Taken forward. Musto again with it. Pushes it forward. And held up by Canada. They have gained the zone. He will allow his teammates a chance to get in space. Bayani intercepted and then dumped down by the U.S. A great play there by number 37, Anthony. And time continues to tick down on the U.S. PK. Played along the boards to Bayani. Bayani moving with it. Spinning pass to Marini. Marini swings it along the boards to Neri. Held up for a second, chooses to pass to center. Musto, with great patience, passes it back to Neri. To the top of the face-off circle, on the bottom, and a loose ball, and there will be some extracurricular activity in front of the U.S. nets. Not too violent. Certainly not like the MMA fight we saw in the last game between the old boys of Slovakia and Canada Wolfpack.
Showed here a lot of respect between the two teams.
USA will get a line change here. 32 seconds to go on their penalty. The netminder gets set. And the play will resume in a moment. Once everybody is in the proper position, a good face-off win by the U.S. and dumped all the way down. In the last period, ladies and gentlemen, Andras had several shots for the U.S., about half by my counts for the team as a whole, but nobody getting in front of the screen. A shot taken there that goes wide, a sprawling save attempt by the netminder, but no need as it went high and wide.
Pat Burns has got some wheels here.
So it will be interesting to see as the puck hits the netting. It will be interesting to see if the U.S. puts bodies in front of the Canadian netminder so that Andras can take those rocket shots of his.
No penalty.
No penalty here, just a stoppage of play. The Canadian
first was a penalty. However, he realized that it did hit the top of the glass before it hit the net.
No delay of game here, as Matt, you point out, it hit the top of the glass first. Play resumes on the drop. Canada wins the faceoff. Canada taking it behind their own nets. The U.S. has control of the ball. They will put it up to Robert. Robert. Cross-ring pass, nobody there for it. U.S. at full strength, and a steal there. A shot attempt just wide, and Platt will cover it up rather wisely.
Not by Gallagher there, right? Great turnaround. Put that thing on net and see what happens there.
The U.S. continuing to bring pressure to Canada, but so far, no goals have been scored in this game. 10-12 to go in the second. Kept in by the stick of Zambon, but only for a moment. It is out now. Play continues. Allaby carrying the ball, but it is dislodged by Richard. Pass back and forth. It goes off the boards. No icing here. Fortuitous angle off the U.S. clear. Played up. Canada now taking it the other way. We've seen this all game, ladies and gentlemen. The rushes come fast, they come quickly, and they come all the way up and down the rink. Clancy cannot handle it. He has to hit it into the corner. Played up back to Clancy. His shot goes wide of the net. Arsenal keeps it in. Allaby handles the bouncing ball. Zambon will loft it high in the sky. It will go for icing, but I'm sure the U.S. would prefer that over a goal against. So with 9:14, we will have another draw in the U.S.'s defensive zone. Everybody getting pumped up here at All Sports Arena in Newport Richey, Florida. As I mentioned, a highly anticipated matchup here. The referee does not like how quickly the U.S. jumped on that drop, and so we will do it again in the same exact spot. This puck drop goes off without a hitch. The shot taken wide of the net. It will be taken the other way by USA, and a tripping call will be made here. And the whistle finally comes after a brief moment of hesitation. And I believe it will be tripping on number 7.
We have 8:59 left in the second period, still a scoreless tilt.
The Canadian players taking their time to get a change here. And it is actually number 6, Clancy, who will go in the sin bin for Canada. 2-minute power play for the United States. Face off in the offensive zone. And a big moment here. 8:59 to go in the period, as you mentioned, Derek. The ball about to be dropped after everyone is in their proper place. Some confusion from the Canadians. They will realign themselves. Now finally the ball is dropped, hit high into the sky, kept in by Richard. Richard swings it to the corner. U.S. has time and space to work with. They are being patient. Pass and a shot, and a goal! Number 61, Harry Sy, with a rocket of a shot from the blue line. That will make it 1-0 in favor of USA.
Not only is it Harry Sy, the hometown boy, but it gives them a 1-0 lead.
USA chants emanating from the stands. The fans love it. We love it. I'm sure you, the viewer, love it. Thank you very much for being a part of this huge matchup. Face-off won by Canada. Still in the zone off the foot of the U.S. And Canada on their heels a little bit. USA gaining energy from that goal. From that power play goal. Another pass across the rink. And goes back the other way. Canada hits it out and into the netting with the hands. A draw will occur just outside Canada's defensive zone.
8:19 left in the second. Team USA first one to draw blood with a 1-0 lead.
And beg your pardon, ladies and gentlemen, the face-off will actually occur inside Canada's defensive zone as the clear came from their zone into neutral. The referees getting everybody set. The U.S. a little trigger happy. They need to be careful not to be forced from the circle. And a bouncing puck is played by the U.S. Another shot taken, deflected high above the nets, played along the boards, and back around. The play goes. And a pile up there, no penalty called. Play will continue. USA with time and space in the corner. A shot attempt taken, but it is deflected high.
7:04 left in the second period.
1-0 right now in favor of Team USA. A face-off will happen at the goalie's glove side. And after, again, some realignment from the referee, the ball is dropped. And the referee will force Jason Cormier from the face-off circle. One of his Canadian brothers will have to take it in his place. A tie-up at the face-off dot is finally dislodged by the U.S. Played up. A good shot attempt by Andros, but it does not find Twine.
Number 61 finding that pass across. Great pass, I want to say.
Cormier attempts to push it forward, cannot do so. A shot and a good block by Harry. It will go all the way down. No icing here. The referee's waving it off, believing that they could have gotten to it in time. Comes out of the zone. U.S. has to get back outside. They do. Andras trying to play the puck. It gets by him. It will continue to bounce, and it is finally played in the other side. Another shot by Andras and a save by Platt. The ball is taken behind the Canadian nets. Good pressure by the U.S. Good speed by the U.S. They are giving it all that they can. Played up. Number 71. He will move with it. A backhand attempt with a great save by the netminder. And the U.S. player loses the stick. He has regained it. Alabi will take it behind the U.S. net. He will hold up, try to fake out the goaltender. He did not bite, and it will go all the way out of the U.S. zone. Canada moving with the ball. Spins around, takes it the other way. The rush continues, and then is held up again to buy himself some more space to work with. Jump deep. Canada does not gain the zone. Good moves by Harry. He continues to push forward. Another shot taken just wide of the net. He had the netminder beat, but it goes just wide of the post. Flinging bodies, flinging sticks everywhere. Canada now taking it the other way again. A shot and a sliding block there by number 91 or number 19. And there will be a penalty. The U.S. taking it the other way. They have control. The U.S. netminder will come off to the bench, but he will not get there in time due to the long change. But another power play attempt for Team USA. They scored on their last one. Will they score on this one? Stick around and find out. Still plenty of hockey left to play here at the 2014 Masters World Ball Hockey Championships here in sunny Newport Richey, Florida at the All Sports Arena.
However, it is nighttime now, Jason. The sun is down, the wolves are out.
Well, Florida, correct me if I'm wrong, is known as the Sunshine State.
No corrections there, Jason.
So it's shining most of the time. Not the last couple days, it's been raining. But as Matt correctly points out, the sun has set here in Newport Richey. But ball hockey all throughout the night until about midnight is when I will probably get back to my hotel room. Pass back to Richard. Richard with control. Passes it along the boards. Continue to move with it. Goes back to Zambon. Zambon, good pass, another shot, but it goes off the glass and back to the opposite boards. U.S. taking their time. Another shot, and again taken wide. Kept in for a moment by the referee of all people, but is finally hit out of the zone with 5:04 left in the period and 1:25 on the power play. U.S. moving forward. They gain the zone, so they are allowed to retreat backwards. Shot by Zambon, and it goes over the net. Andrus now passes back to Zambon. Zambon back to Andrus. Back and forth we go to the top of the face-off circle.
Crease violation.
A crease violation is called on USA. That will halt the speed of their advance, and we'll have a face-off outside the Canadians' defensive zones.
Yeah, Jason, I redid all these lines beforehand. They're glowing for the refs to see.
Matt Gary, of course, the owner of All Sports Arena, investing no small amounts of cash to redo this rink in preparation for this 2014 World Masters Ball Hockey Tournament. U.S. still in the zone. Richard will pull off the glass. A little too much mustard on the shot, and the play will continue in the corner. An attempted pass is broken up by Canada, but U.S. maintains possession. An attempted clear by Canada. Will they succeed? They will not. Good moves by Richard. He will drop it back to the blue line, and they will drop it back into the corner. U.S. Another shot and a great save by Platt with 28 seconds to go on the power play. He had to move to save that one, but he did.
4:04 left in the second period, still 1-0.
The Canadians will get a line change here. USA chants raining down on the rink. This is for the right to play in the gold medal game tomorrow against Canada Wolfpack. So a very, very important matchup, and that is a very, very big understatement. Canada wanted a penalty. They will not get one. Play will continue along the corner. 16 seconds left on the Canadian penalty. Will the U.S. get one more rush going? We will see. 10 seconds to go. Harry moving with the ball. He will chip it in. 5 seconds to go. And it looks like the penalty will expire. Canada will get their man out there, and we are at full strength. And forward to the corner, swing and a miss. U.S. has possession. Taken down a little bit, but not enough for a penalty. And it will go the other way. 3-on-2 developing here. Canada with some space. It's shot in a great save by the netminder. He tries to cover it up, and he does drop his stick and grab it with his blocker for the whistle.
Look at the love and passion they have right now for that goal. That is unbelievable. That's hockey right there.
Everybody on the U.S. team that's out on the floor giving their netminder a respectful tap of their sticks. He certainly earned a round of beers with that one, did he not, Gary?
Yes, you better buy it right after for him.
Another drop. I will not be doing that. I will buy him a beer, of course. But only if they win. Played along the board. Taken by Canada. Another shot, almost deflected in, but the netminder is there once more to make the save. The ball gets away from him. Allaby will hold up. Another shot taken, a blocker save made. The U.S. trying frantically to clear it from the zone. And they will continue, but there will be a penalty. And it looks like it will be on the U.S. of A. Number 29 for the USA, John Picard, being assessed the hook.
As he tries to plead his case on the way out, that his stick is not.
As you mentioned it again earlier, Matt, we're not going to change the referee's mind. We might as well just walk off quietly into the sunset, or in this case anyway, the sin bin. 2:33 left to go. Canada with the man advantage and an offensive zone face-off. Musto communicating with his Canadian teammates on what to do once they win the face-off, which they do. And they inch it ever so closely back towards center. Swing and a miss by Musto. He recovers nicely. Play continuing now. Canada with some space to work with. Busey moving with it. He will pass it back to Musto. Musto back to Busey. Back and forth we go. They continue to play keep away from the U.S. A shot taken. A save made. It is being pushed forward. They will move the other way with it. Very aggressive on this PK. No tripping call there. The referees allowing play to continue unabated. Canada pushing into the zone. Musto gets it back to his teammate. Back to Marini. Marini, cross-ring pass and a quick shot, but it goes wide of the net. Musto taking his time. 59 seconds left on the U.S. penalty. Marini with the ball. Musto yelling at Busey to move in towards the net. Back to Marini. Marini, a shot. And it does find its way into the net. A power play goal for Canada. Marini, number 9, with the tally. And some cheers from the Canadian fans in the crowd. A 1-1 game. Both goals scored on the power play for each team. But it is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of excitement here at All Sports Arena. 1:14 to go in the period. Another face-off win for Canada, but they will have to run after it as it goes deep in their own zone. Thank you very much, Matt. A save here. Or rather, a stoppage in play. A high stick, not a penalty, but it will come outside the zone.
1:02 left in the second period, tied up. USA won. Team Canada won.
Anthony Caridio, I am told, is in net for the U.S. No name or number on his back, so that is why it took me so long to figure it out. But Anthony will cover it up. A quick whack by Canada. But again, no animosity here between these two clubs. Nothing but love and respect between these two teams. In previous matchups and after the whack, and after the whistle whack like that would have incited a riot, but here, nothing but respectful comments made.
You know what it is? They don't want to get the additional penalty. They're all playing smart for their team.
Absolutely. A lot of discipline involved here. U.S. wins the faceoff high in the sky, but it goes into the netting and it will stay down here in the zone. 48.4 seconds to go in the second period of play. Face-off about to occur here shortly. A drop of the puck. Played forward to Andros. Andros, with a little help from his teammate, is able to get it out of the zone. Canada with a quick shot. A save with the tip of the glove by Anthony. Play continues up the board. U.S. shot goes wide. And the net is ajar. Canada wants the face-off to come outside the zone. I do not think their wish will be granted, but we will see. 27.4 seconds in the period. Score tied at 1 goal apiece. Canada and the U.S. making this the matchup we certainly expected to be a very close affair, a very high-speed affair. This is some exciting hockey, and I thank everybody at home for watching via live stream. A little bit of discussion. The referees want to make sure they get it right. Nothing wrong with that. And a quick drop. And it is won by Canada. Canada across the ring. Andros with the pressure. Back behind the Canadian net it goes. The ball continuing to bounce every which way. Oh, a good play by Andros to center. But a shot not generated and taken the other way now by Canada. No icing here. Richard moving with the ball. And that will do it for the period, ladies and gentlemen. What a period of play between these two teams. Each of them scored a power play goal. And each of them will obviously walk into the next period tied. That'll do it for this first period broadcast. Again, the score 1-1. We will see you in a moment. A quick plug here for the 2014 Indoor Hockey Tournament that will be played here at All Sports Arena October 17th and 19th. You can contact Mr. Matt Gary here for additional info. I believe some slots remain open. His number is 813-818-1312 or 727-809-0775, or you can contact him via email at mgary3, that's 2 R's in Gary, at tampabay.rr.com. The audio will come out, the feed will not. We will see you in a bit for the third period of play between the Team USA and Team Canada. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The final period of regulation about to start here. The score is currently 1-1. Tie game. Canada offside. The sprawling save still made though by Tony. So it will come outside the zone. And a face-off win by the U.S. They will chip it forward. Good play there. Good spinning poke. Here he tries to clear it out of the zone. Unable to do so. Shot and another save, but the rebound doesn't go in either. The U.S. coming out very fast now. They continuing. Jarvis is taken down. No call here. And nor should there be. Harry moving with the ball. Continues to be taken forward at center. Just along the boards. But just as quickly, Musto takes it forward. He will use his speed now to try and make a play happen. A sliding block by the U.S. And held up for a shot. Misplayed the puck. Pass back along the face-off circle, and it will go high in the sky into the rafters. And that will force a stoppage in play with 11:05 to go in regulation. Fast and furious action here, ladies and gentlemen, at All Sports Arena between Team USA and Team Canada. Play along the boards. Taken up by the USO, swing and a miss, still in the zone. Musi up to his teammate, a shot from the point, but it is stopped before it gets to the nets. Played forward, number 98 will take it forward for the U.S. squad, but he is pickpocketed by Canada. But finally dislodged and taken the other way. A shot attempt to save made, the rebound comes, but it's not hammered home. The U.S. now swinging their sticks, trying to force Canada to play their game. Richard loses his stick for a moment. He has it now. Stopped and then played up. Play at center. Along the boards. Taken into the zone by the U.S. They continue to move with it. Not much space to work with, so he's forced to dump it deep. The ball goes over the net. Nice play out of midair. And dumped again into the corner as he has nowhere to go. Brings all around the boards. Kept in the zone. A shot taken. Goes well wide. A backhanded touch also goes wide. And another crease violation by the U.S. They need to be aware of where the crease is to stop these whistles because it is killing their momentum. 9:42 to go. A 1-1 game thus far.
You know, in the U.S., they don't play a lot of that crease rule. I think that's where we're running into that problem.
It's absolutely important to screen the netminder, but here in international play, you cannot camp the crease. Pass up. A shot taken just wide of the post. The U.S. just needs to be a little more accurate, and they will have more goals. But so far, some of their shots going just an inch or two wide. Centering pass is broken up. Little miscommunication by the U.S. there, bunched up. The ball is lodged along the blue line there. It is finally dumped in the opposite corner. Good poke by the U.S. They're having difficulty clearing it out of their zone. Canada now with control, shot and wide of the net. Giziano will take it forward for the U.S. And he loses it. Play goes the other way here, 2-on-2. A shot and a good block by Harry. And another deflection into the boards. U.S. plays it forward again and cheers of applause from the U.S. fans. We continue to have fast and furious action. Harry working hard for the U.S. He's got their goal, and he is working hard to prevent one against.
However, they are under attack.
Jarvis with a shot Off Tony's helmet into the rafters, and a stoppage of play will result. Woo! Canada with some sustained pressure there on that sequence. 8:16 to go in the period. Everybody will get set. And a face-off will occur at Tony's left side. Played forward by Canada. U.S. gets there first, but puck gets by them. Harry Sy up the boards. Back in by Canada. They do not gain the zone, stolen from them. Poke forward, but a little out of the reach. Neary of Canada will have control of the ball. Neary zigzagging into the zone. He will dump it, and he will come up for a change, as will a couple other of his Canadian teammates. U.S. getting a change as well. A long dump down, deflected, so no icing here. Rings around the boards by Canada. Ricci to Musto. Musto attempting to move forward, cannot do so. He has to hold up for a moment. Musto to Ricci again. And hit into the rafters, so that will force it just outside Canada's defensive zone with 7:13 to go in regulation.
All knotted up at one.
Both teams trying to break this 1-1 stalemate they find themselves. Both teams using their speed. So far, the netminders have been on top of their games. Played off the shoulder of McCarthy. Hit out of the air by the U.S. McCarthy up along the boards. The centering pass to Musto. Musto will move with it. The shot is deflected high into the air once again, and we'll have another stoppage of play. Canada frustrated by the constant whistles, but there's nothing they can do about it unless they lower the puck on their clears.
A lot of pressure on these players. Both teams are putting their shoulders of their countries right now. The next goal would be the biggest goal of somebody's life.
Both teams fighting for the right to represent their nation in the gold medal game tomorrow. Canada Winthrop, or beg your pardon, Canada Wolfpack won against the old boys of Slovakia before this matchup, so they are already in the gold medal game. But one of these two teams still duking it out to determine who will have the right to face them. Canada's calling for a high stick. Referee yells no. Play will continue. Canada pressing forward. Shot taken, deflected high in the sky, and it will hit the netting.
Stoppage of
Dead.
play.
U.S. has blocked a lot of Canada shots this season. And that is why we're still 1-1.
A stout defense on this Team USA squad. Canada is giving them all they can handle right now. 6:28 to go in regulation. And a drop at the stick side of Tony. One back by Canada, Jarvis. My apologies, that is not Jarvis. That is Ethan. Good rush here by the U.S. Pass gets away from him, however. Play continues in the corner. Linder on the boards. Gendron will advance it forward. Number 97 from Canada. And there will be a penalty on the Canadians. It will be... No! My mistake, ladies and gentlemen. It was merely an offside that caused the referee to raise their hand.
Be open! Be open! Supporter!
Kept in. Shot by Canada. Rings off the glass. Play continues along the opposite boards. Played up, played back in, hit out of the sky. U.S. wants a high stick now, but they will not get one. Taken by number 22, Richard of the U.S. He will pass it to Robert. Robert chips it into the zone. But Canada just as quickly chips it out. Another shot blocked by the U.S. High in the sky, batted down, and then played in the corner. The ball continues to bounce, handled by Harry. Harry now with control of the ball. Continues to move with it, takes it behind his own net, brings it up the boards, And deflected, so no icing here. The U.S. having difficulty in getting a sustained rush in the Canadian zone. A shot or two here and there, but a shot by Harry and it's saved with the glove of Platt. Harry almost had the second goal of this game for Team USA, but he was denied by number 41 Platt, the netminder for Team Canada. 4:52 left in regulation. It has been an exhausting game. It's been exhausting to watch. I can't imagine how the players are still standing right now.
I'm sorry I'm not commentating with you. I am staying to the game.
That's all right, Matt. It happens. First and foremost, we are fans, and we love what we are seeing right now. Gill takes it in the zone, but quickly bounced out by the U.S. Canada holds up for a moment. They do gain the zone. A shot taken off the boards. A shot and a sliding save by Tony. He was well out of position because of the rebound that came off the backboards, but he is able to slide and make the save. What a play to keep it tied at 1 goal apiece. Wow. And he has earned himself another beer from somebody on that U.S. squad. Certainly from me if he finds me after the game, and his wife can tell him I said that. Timeout. U.S. will have a conference here, as will Canada. Still a 1-1 game. Fans in the stands enjoying every moment of this action.
They got everything they paid for here.
We are at the All Sports Arena, ladies and gentlemen, in Newport Richey, Florida. Again, my name is Jason Stitcha. My cameraman here, Derek Miller, helping to give you all the action live. And the owner of All Sports Arena, Matt Gary, occasionally chiming in with some commentary. Matt, what have you seen so far, and what does Team USA in particular have to do to sustain some pressure in the offensive zone?
Right now, U.S. has to stick to the strategy like we always do. You got to get it down deep. You got to make these guys run and battle. You cannot let Canada possess the ball if they want to win. That's how you play a Canadian team. They are always great, they're always ready, and they're tough to battle.
Astute observation from Matt Gary. So after the timeout and after Tony gets set back in net, we'll have a face-off at his stick side. 4:33 in regulation. Referee's making sure everyone is set and nobody jumps early. Oh, a shot off the face-off from Canada, but it goes high. Andres tries to advance the puck forward. He does. Oh, misplayed by Canada, but unably taken the other way by the U.S. Too many sticks. They're blocking their advance. A pass. A shot. A bouncing ball in front. Not ably handled by the U.S. It will be cleared from Canada, and it will go for icing. No, it is waved off as number 98 was in position to make a play on it.
3:59 left in the third period, 1-1 tie.
That's why they call the game a game of inches, right there, folks. That's an example right there.
No icing here. It has been waved off. Canada will get there first. Quick whack by Andros. Centering pass attempt. A shot is generated, but it goes wide of the net. Musto with control. He will backhand it behind him and give it to his teammates. Taken forward here. Musto with a chance. Shot and another save. And a hold by Tony. He has had his work cut out for him all night long, but he continues to keep it tied at 1 apiece. Some great goaltending work here between both netminders. You have to be great to play at this high of a level. And a face-off win by the U.S. will push the play the other direction. Great speed again by the U.S. Canada does get to the puck first, however. They will advance it forward. Tried to keep it in, could not do so. Canada has possession of the ball, but only for a moment. It is out of the zone now. It will go this way, and McCarthy will hold up.
Walk! Left side, Lucy!
Played forward by Canada. Still in the neutral zone. They dump it deep. And U.S. player takes a spill. They stoppage the play here. The referee, I think, ensuring that he is not injured.
2:44 left in the third period, tied up at 1.
And unless things get out of control here with 2:44 left, Matt, it looks like your bold prediction from earlier of 11 penalties will not hold up.
I'm glad they're letting them play. This game is going strong. Everybody's expecting the game. Game on.
Absolutely. I will say don't go to Vegas anytime soon if you're going to continue to make predictions. Such is luck. A face-off win by USA. Shift high into the zone, but a little ahead of them. Canada, number 17, Ricci will get there first. Gill, back to Musto. Musto moving forward. He will chip it to the boards. USA gets there in time, but Canada still has possession. Musto, a pass back to Ricci. Ricci, a shot taken and deflected wide of the net. Play continuing here for the U.S. and the clear attempt, or the chip attempt, goes into the rafters with 2:12 remaining in the third.
One more bold prediction, Jason.
One more because he's gonna bet all on black, right?
My bold prediction is that every person that has touched this ring should be playing every game.
Absolutely. Everybody here playing in this matchup has been playing their hearts out. They're giving it all they got. The gold medal matchup against Canada Wolfpack on the line. And the fans rising to their feet. They are getting into it. They will have to wait for play to continue. Cormier messing with the U.S. fans a little bit, telling them to settle down, but they are not listening, and in fact, they are chanting even louder now. Gotta be careful not to provoke the passion of USA, because that could definitely turn around and bite Canada in the hinds.
Hey.
Let's keep it clean now.
That's why I said behind, ladies and gentlemen. I am a sailor and I have been known to curse like one. Played along the boards by Jarvis. Jarvis to Neary. Neary advancing forward. Play continuing. A good stick lift. Taken in the corner by Richard. Played up. Held up now for his team. Oh, good nice centering pass. And almost a tip and goal. But Platt is there to make the save. Had it gotten there a second quicker, that would have been a goal by Andrus. But as it stands right now, it is still 1-1 with a minute 45 remaining in regulation. What a matchup this has been so far. You can't ask for anything better. Can't ask for a better way to spend your Saturday night, certainly. Thank you very much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're as fired up as I am. I'm losing my voice partially because I've called the majority of the games this tournament, but partially because I'm just so fired up in this match. U.S. advancing across center. They will gain the zone, but Riche will clear it out right away. Richard with control of the ball right now. Tips it up the boards, gets to it. A diving play made. But Canada is in position to play it. Robert with the pressure. Musto gets it to his man. And no icing here. It was deflected. Tony will play behind the net. Dangerous play. And he will cover it up. And there's a couple jabs. A couple quick jabs, but it has not turned into a full-on brawl. A minute exactly left in regulation. An offensive zone draw for Team Canada.
This would be a good time to play a little bit of Rocky Balboa.
Team Canada has taken their timeout with a minute remaining in regulation. They will have a conference. They will discuss their strategy here. USA will do the same. A very important face-off for both teams. USA chants raining down upon all sports arena. There are certainly a lot of Canadian fans here as well, and they have been cheering all game long for their favorite team. So after the timeout, we will get set. Musto is tying his shoes. Definitely want to make sure one of them doesn't go flying during this next series.
We'd like to thank for everyone that's joined us. There's about 300 of you viewers now watching this game.
An exciting moment here in this matchup. An offensive zone draw for Canada. And Canada's still working out who they want out on the rink. The referees whistling for Canada to hurry the heck up. They risk a delay of They risk a delay of game penalty otherwise. And a face-off win by the U.S. But they are not able to get out of the zone. The second effort does succeed, however. Dump back in, but stopped by the U.S. A shot from center, and a goal saved by Platt.
Whoa.
What reflexes by the Canadian netminder.
He's standing on his head.
Absolutely, both netminders standing on their heads. Team Canada saluting their goaltender as they should. An offensive zone draw here for the U.S. with 47.9 seconds remaining. And again, some confusion on the Canadian side of the house. The face-off won forward by the U.S. but taken by Canada. Pinned against the boards. The ball is loose. Kept in. A quick shot that is deflected wide of the net. 30 seconds to go in the contest. Or in regulation, rather. A shot, and it is loose. But thankfully, Tony gets back into his nets. Jarvis playing with the ball. He gets it to Neary. Neary with a shot that is deflected wide. 14 seconds to go and counting. USA holding it in their corner. They get it behind their net. 4 seconds to go. And a shot and a goal! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a Titanic matchup, the most highly anticipated game of the day. Team Canada in white versus Team USA in blue. Can you feel the energy? Ladies and gentlemen, it is palpable right now. It is electrifying. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Jason Stitcher. My cameraman here, Derek Miller, Sir Jason Stitcher. My cameraman here, Derek Miller, Sir Jason Stitcher. My cameraman here, Derek Miller, Sir Jason Stitcher. My cameraman here, Derek Miller, assisting me with the work. And on the U.S. side, literally as time expires, Canada was able to tap in the loose ball. USA saluting their team. It came down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. And the U.S. team supporting their netminder. He is not happy about giving up that goal, but everyone congratulating him on a great game. It was fast. It was furious. It was everything you would want it to be. In the end, Canada will move on to the gold medal game against Canada Wolfpack. Elation for our neighbors from the north. Disappointment for the U.S., but they have nothing to be ashamed of. They played outstandingly. And it literally came down to the final seconds. I believe the goal was scored with 0.1 left on the clock. That is how close it was for this U.S. team. So everyone will meet on their respective blue line.
The refs kept him.
And again, a lot of elation on the Canadian side. A last-second goal, a gritty effort by them towards the final seconds of the third. I thought we were going to see some OT. We will not.
U.S. has nothing to hang their heads about. They played their hearts out. Both teams played their hearts out.
The disappointment certainly understandable. But again, as you mentioned, they played an outstanding match, and it certainly could have gone the other way, an inch here, an inch there. But as it stands, Team Canada will go on to the gold medal game. We anxiously await the player of the game announcements.
Okay, our player of the game. For Team USA, who wants to accept it on behalf of his entire team, number 37, Anthony Stewart.
Player of the Game award goes to number 37 for the United States of America, Anthony Silo, the captain of that squad.
And the player of the game for Canada, the goaltender, number 41.
And Platt will earn player of the game honors for his squad. He certainly deserves it. So a photo op will be taken. The Canadian national anthem will be played. And then both teams, I expect, will meet at center and shake hands. Such is the amount of respect between these two squads. As expected,